lesson on Jack Johnson's Sitting, Wishing, Waiting. Okay, hopefully I got that title right. So there's a lot of techniques happening here, and Jack Johnson uses a lot of bar chords, which is why this is an intermediate lesson. Not only does he do a lot of bar chords, he does a lot of palm stops. So palm stop is a percussion technique on a guitar. So that sound. Okay. So we're gonna learn the bar chords. We're gonna learn the percussive technique, and he also does in between open strummings on the bass notes. Okay. So. Now these open strum on the bass note, you can kind of sound sloppy and muddy when it's played slow, just like the open upstrokes that we do for regular strumming songs. But when it's played fast, it adds a certain rhythmic element to it. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's start with the chords. The chords that we're looking at here is a bar chord version of A minor. So we need to cover the entire 5th fret with the index finger, starting from the low E string down. Ring finger goes on the A string 7th fret, pinky on the D string 7th fret. And that's our A minor chord. We're gonna strum down, down. And we're gonna stay heavy on the bass notes, meaning we're not gonna follow through. Okay, so we're gonna strum to about maybe the D string. If we do hit the G string by accident, no big deal, okay? So down, down, and then we have the palm stop, which I'll show you after. Okay, so down, down, we'll lift up the pinky finger, which gives us an A minor 7, and then we go down, up, down, up, and then another palm stop. Okay, so far A minor, down, 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 up, down, up. And then we change to a G bar chord. Same idea as the A minor bar chord, except we have the middle finger now on the G string. Okay. Same strum pattern, down, down, palm stop, and lift up the pinky finger, giving us a G7 chord. Down, up, stop. Change to an F major chord, the same idea, down, down, stop. Lift up the pinky, F7 chord now, down, up, stop. And then C major bar chord. Okay, lift up the pinky, C7. Okay, let's take a look at the palm stop technique now. Okay, so the palm stop technique is really we're taking the palm of our hand and we're hitting the strings with it. Okay, now we have to add the pick to this as well to give it a bit more oomph. Okay, so to give it more like a snare sound. So I want you to start by just hitting with your palm. And what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to go straight down. You have to hit it in almost, in actually a diagonal angle to try and simulate a strum. Okay, so you have to do this very smooth as a strum. So try and mimic what a strum would look like this, up and down. And then incorporate the palm stop. Now, what I also want you to do is I also want you to take the pick, and as your palm is hitting the strings, I want you to hit the other strings. Right, not sure if you can see that. I want you to hit the strings with the pick. Now what's going to happen is it's going to be muted from your palm, and the pick is going to make that sound. So that sound combined with your palm gives us a percussive snare sound. Okay, and it's pretty aggressive. You have to hit it pretty hard with your palm and with the pick. So with some practice, it should sound like this. Okay. So the other thing we should look at is the open bass strums that he does. He actually starts the song with the open bass strums. Okay, so you have to be able to land the bar chord immediately. So if you're not great with bar chords just yet, I would recommend not doing the open strums and just playing the song like this. Okay, so let's bring in the open strums. The open strums is really just on the E and A string. If we hit the D string, again, no big deal. It's going to be down, up, and that's it. Down, up. And it also happens between each change. And it works perfect to feather, you know, the change from chord to chord. So now this is what we have in detail. So down, up, down, down, just the bass notes, palm stop. Now I forgot to mention that when we change to the seventh, because we're changing to the seventh of each chord, that is going to be a full strum, okay? We want to hear the high E string, so you have to follow all the way through. Okay, down, up, open, down, down, palm stop, lift up the pinky, follow through, open strums. Perfect. So there's a lot of cool techniques here. Jack Johnson uses these techniques in a lot of his songs. I recommend learning a few of them. Banana Pancakes is very similar. Some more advanced songs, songs like Taylor. Which I should go over in a future lesson. Anyways, I'll show you what it looks like when we combine all of those techniques together, okay? All right, let's do the chorus. Okay, so the chorus is a bit different. We're using open chords. And there's no bar chords here, so we're using E major. Lift up the ring finger, we get E7. And then we're playing A minor. Lift up the ring finger, we get A minor 7. Okay, so we're just using those 4 chords. Now the strum pattern that he uses, he jumps between bass and high notes, and then also a full strum. Okay, he does also change his pattern a bit when he changes to A minor, but we're just going to keep one pattern for both chords to keep it a bit simpler. So here is the pattern that he plays: down, bass. Okay. So bass, we're going to be hitting the bass note or bass notes, those two. If you want to hit both of them, it's fine. So down, bass, down, down, up. Lift up the ring finger and copy the pattern. Down, bass, down, down, up. Put it back on. Down, bass, down, 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 bass, down, down, up for the change. A minor, same thing. Down, bass, down, down, up. Back to E. Now it's pretty quick, so it's gonna sound and look like this. So take that slow. Make sure you're doing the open upstroke on the last upstroke before you change chords. Okay. Now there's only one other part left in the song, and that's the bridge. The bridge uses the exact same strum pattern that we just went over now for the chorus, but different chords. Okay, and here they are. It's going to be C. So yeah, so we're looking at C. So down, bass, down, 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 bass, down, down, up. E major. So each chord is twice. Down, bass, down, 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 bass, down, down, up. bar chord, F major, down, bass, down, down, up, down, bass, down, down, up. We're gonna play a G bar chord with one pattern, down, bass, down, down, up, and go back to F, down, bass, down, down, up, and then we repeat the bridge one more time. Back into the verse. I highly recommend anyone playing acoustic or even rhythm guitar that they do take the time to learn Jack Johnson, especially if you're an acoustic player. There's a lot of techniques that you can learn from him to make your playing very percussive, okay? And there's a lot of rhythmic stuff in there because he does do a lot of reggae, although we don't hear it in this song, okay? So practice it a lot, eventually play it with the music, and have fun.